Hey everybody, this is Chris with Surf Financial Brokers once again. Um, Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to please do us a favor and subscribe to this channel. We appreciate any subscribers and referrals. But the story I had for you today is really just not really a typical insurance story like I usually share. But a few weeks back, I was on LinkedIn. I was talking to chatting with a gentleman named Adam Griggs. He's the CEO of a company called CLARAfi. And he had taken a look at some of the videos we had posted and suggested that I make a video explaining my how and why. And I was thinking nobody really wants to hear that, but since he took the time, I considered it. And so I started thinking about it, and I thought back, when I first got back into the insurance business back in 1985. I was right out of college. I didn't have any real job prospects, and my father was wanting me to come work with him, which um, would have been a good idea, except for it was an engineering firm, and I was not an engineer. So I left home. I went and looked for a job one day up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and ended up working for an insurance company. The recruiter was what made it sound much easier than it actually was. It was a lot of long hours in the car, driving day and night all over rural North Carolina. Um, the company wasn't quite as presented to us in the hiring process, and even the claims, we had people very upset about claims not being paid, and not thinking, not these people had bought what they thought was something else. And I'm not sure exactly what had happened, but I did have one gentleman threaten to shoot me one day because he was upset over a claim, even though I had nothing to do with it. So anyway, I just got out of the insurance business altogether at that point, and got back in about 21 years ago. And this time I did things a little differently. I um, I went to work as an independent agent, and I wanted to learn from different companies how they did things, how they prospected for clients, how they collected premiums, what their products were like, which products were good for which clients. It was just a learning experience. And about that same time, I had an aunt who had been in a nursing home since I had been in high school, and she had passed away after 22 years of being in a nursing home. And my parents were the ones that were on the hook helping her financially. And so when she passed away, about that same time, like I said, I was just getting back into the insurance, and I was learning all about long-term care insurance. And it really struck a note with me that, this, if that had been available uh, 25 years earlier, it really would have saved my parents a whole lot of money. So I started thinking about what insurance actually is, and how, it helps people mitigate financial, uh, you know, tragedy when something bad happens. So I, um, I really kind of threw myself into the game a little bit more, with a little bit more purpose at that point. And so that's why I've stayed in the business. Like I said, I got out, got back in again, and this time I've stayed in the business. You just learn from experiences that people, um, can use it, and you hear the stories of how, like, even life insurance has saved people financially. Before I had met my wife, her father had died very unexpectedly, and you know, he had a nice life insurance policy through work that managed to help her go to college, and she saved some of that money. And years later, we used some of it to put a down payment on our home. So life insurance agents, we kind of get a bad rep sometimes, because people think that we're high pressure, and the reason we have to be high pressure is because we're really, I mean, I can't speak for all, but I know for myself, I'm just trying to help people do the right thing. And I like to call it good pressure, because my intentions are good. I'm just trying to give you a nudge, And maybe, if you say, well, I need $150,000 worth of insurance, and if I can talk you into getting maybe another 50 or 100,000 on top of it, and it's really not going to cost you too much. If I can help you that way, then that money will really pay off in spades on the back end. We used to have an insurance agent. He passed away years ago. We didn't, but I mean, he was a great insurance agent, and he used to say that he sold money. And what he was talking about was, you give me some money, and then when you die, I'm going to give your family even more money. And that's what life insurance is all about. And that's why we take the time to do what we do. And we say we might come off as high pressure sometimes, but in my case, I say it's good pressure. So if I can help you guys out with anything, look us up, surffinancialbrokers.com. And in the meantime, please stay healthy, and we hope to hear from you sometime soon. Thanks.